my website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. Hey, just having fun with some wide intervals here. We all know that one of the byproducts of practicing scales up and down is that we tend to, when we play, have little distance in between our notes because you basically become good at what you practice, right? And if you want to practice being able to have wide intervals in your playing, you need to practice it. And so we kind of get it mixed up because we're practicing the scale shapes and we're practicing playing them. And that's 2 very different things. Practicing the scale shape is a visual thing. Yeah? And when we practice it up and down like that, we're really training our fingers to go up and down, which is pretty cool. But that's just one sequence of playing the scale. And sequences are really the way out of that. But in this little session here, I'm going to give you the tool that you can use to really train wide intervals into your fingers so you use them without even thinking about it. So there's an actual practice method to it. And I should say that we have a new Fusion program out right now on the Lydian mode that you should go check out with actual licks in it as well. We got 9 different licks. We got jam tracks. We got insights, key insights about how to control that Lydian sound and how to play fusion. In this session, though, we're going to take the blues scale, the minor pentatonic, and then we're going to do something with it. That's actually pretty easy, but it gives you a whole new sound. So let's look into it. So let's have a look at how you can get some wide intervals in between what you play, because that really helps you create a different sound. And it's not that hard, right? We can just focus on it and say, we can create different rules. And the first rule here, and I'm going to show you some cool little sequence you can do to really get this into your fingers, to combine those string shifting things really quickly. And one of the techniques is string shifting, or string skipping, I should say, where you have your C minor pentatonic here. You've got the 8th fret on all the strings in your first finger, and then 11, 11, 10, 10, 10, 11. First position, minor pentatonic. And a good discipline, a good rule to create to break up that kind of scale up and down playing is to just say, I'm not going to play the B string, and I'm not going to play the D string. So all I play is the high E string, and I play the G string, sorry, and I play the A string. So it's skipping the B and the D, right? And you might want to just practice playing up and down like that. And you can go to different positions. So and then you try to play what you usually play, but like the B string was broken, so it wasn't there, and you just if you're used to playing, right, you go. Or if you were used to, right, you just jump to the E string instead. And then you can really get some cool ideas from it. Again, down here, A string. Right? So that's a really neat idea, and the way to get it into your fingers is to spend enough time, like a couple of weeks, where every time you pick up your instrument, that's what you do, that's what you focus on. Whenever you play a solo with a jam track, that's what you focus on for a couple of weeks until it's in your fingers. A nice little sequence you can play or little pattern that you can practice is this one. So if you're on the G string, you got the 8th fret and the 10th fret. You pick the first note and hammer on to the 10th fret. So from 8th to 10th is a pick and a hammer on. And then I hit the 8th fret on the high E string with an upstroke, like that. Then I go right back again to the 10th fret, pick that and pull off down to the 8th fret. So I go. The last note I hit here is the 11th fret. I hit the top note on the top string. So I go. And that's the whole thing. And you can do that pretty quickly. It's a nice way to get from string to string. Get some really huge jumps. And you can do the same thing from the A to the G. And you can go. Right? So you go. And instead of jumping down to the bottom note again, you just jump down to the bottom note of the two strings, the G and E. And from here you can even go right all the way down to the A string. So you go. Again. But that's just a little sequence you can play within it. Another really cool idea is to go that you take a sequence you know already, like let's say you know this. Right? Like 4 notes down. Then you go to the next note in the scale and go 4 notes down. Next one. You take any sequence you know within that pentatonic scale and then you apply it to that string skipping thing. It's hard, but it doesn't matter because you're trying to create really cool licks and melodies here. So you go. Right, so I go. Or you can go. Right, that sequence. Where you take up, you take steps in the scale all the way down, and from each note you hit, you go 1 note up. So you go. And you can do that with the string skipping idea as well. You just have to, and if you have something running in the background, or the other way around. And of course you can expand the whole idea and do the same thing with the E, with the D, and with the B string. So that's what you do, you play. And then you just skip the strings you actually just played. And play E, D, and B. And then you can alternate in between the two. So you use the first set and then the second set. That's the first set, right? First set, and second set. First set, second. I just use this first set, second set, first. Right, so you go, last little idea here, you go E and B string and do something there. Then you take the B and the D. Then you take the G and the A. And then you take the D and the E. So alright. Really neat technique that you can learn pretty quickly, but the key is to focus on it for an extended period of time every single day for it to get into your playing style.
Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.